My child, stop for a moment. Don't rush past this, because what you are feeling right now is not coincidence. At this very second, Jesus Christ is calling your name in a way that your spirit recognizes, even if your mind is still trying to understand. And standing near you, closer than you realize, is Archangel Michael, watching quietly, guarding this moment, ensuring that nothing distracts you from what is about to unfold. You have been moving so fast lately, carrying burdens that no one truly sees, smiling on the outside, but inside, something has felt heavy, unsettled, like you've been waiting for a shift that never seemed to come. And yet here you are, right now, reading these words, feeling something in your chest that you cannot explain. That pull is not random. That stillness you suddenly feel is not ordinary. This is a moment that has been prepared for you long before today. My child, there were times you almost gave up, times when you questioned your purpose, your direction, even your worth. You tried to keep going, tried to stay strong, but deep down you wondered if anything would ever truly change. And yet, even in those moments, heaven never turned away from you. Every tear you thought no one noticed was seen. Every silent prayer you whispered in the dark was heard. Nothing about your journey has been ignored. Right now, something is shifting. You may not see it yet, but you can feel it. That quiet pressure in your spirit, that sudden awareness, it is the beginning of a turning point. Not something small, not something temporary, but something that has the power to redirect everything that comes next in your life. This is why you were drawn here. This is why you could not just scroll away like everything else. My child, listen carefully. There are moments in life when everything slows down for a reason, not because nothing is happening, but because something greater is aligning behind the scenes. This is one of those moments. You have entered a space where your attention matters, where your awareness matters, where your willingness to stay present opens a door that was previously closed. You have felt out of place before, haven't you? Like you were meant for something more, but you couldn't quite reach it. Like you didn't fully belong where you were, no matter how hard you tried to fit in. That feeling was not confusion. It was not failure. It was a signal, a reminder that your path is different, that your calling is not meant to look like everyone else's journey. And now that difference is beginning to reveal itself. My child, something has been building quietly in your life, even when it looked like nothing was happening, even when progress seemed slow or invisible. There was movement taking place beyond what you could see. Every challenge you faced was shaping you. Every delay was positioning you. Every closed door was protecting you from something that was not meant for your future. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are being prepared. And right now, that preparation is reaching a point where it begins to turn into manifestation. Do you feel that slight tension in your heart? That sense that something important is happening, even if you cannot fully explain it? That is your spirit responding. That is the moment where awareness begins to replace doubt, where clarity starts to rise, even if it comes slowly. My child, you don't need to force anything right now. You don't need to prove anything. All that matters in this moment is that you stay present, that you allow yourself to receive what is being placed in front of you. Because what comes next is not something you chase, it is something that meets you where you are. There are things in your life that felt broken, situations that didn't turn out the way you expected, people who walked away when you needed them the most, opportunities that slipped through your hands just when you thought you were close. You carried those moments with you, sometimes quietly, sometimes painfully.
But what you didn't realize is that none of it was wasted. Every loss, every delay, every unanswered question has been part of a process that is now beginning to make sense. Not all at once, not instantly, but piece by piece. And as that understanding grows, so does your strength, your confidence, your direction. My child, you are stepping into a moment where things begin to connect, where confusion starts to fade, where direction becomes clearer, and where you start to see why things had to happen the way they did. This is not the end of your story. This isn't even the peak of what is possible for you. This is the beginning of a new phase, one where you move with more clarity, more awareness, and more alignment than ever before. Stay with this moment. Don't rush away from it, because what is unfolding right now is not just information, it is transformation. And this is only the beginning.
My child, stay with me a little longer. Do not let your mind wander now, because what is unfolding is deeper than what you have ever understood before. At this very moment, Jesus Christ is not just speaking to your ears, He is speaking to your spirit. And Archangel Michael is standing watch, ensuring that this moment is not interrupted. Because what is being revealed to you now is something that has been hidden beneath the surface of your life for a very long time. You have felt it, haven't you? That quiet feeling that there is more, that something inside you has been waiting, almost like a part of you has been asleep. You tried to ignore it at times. You tried to focus on what was in front of you, to live like everything was normal. But deep down, there was always a voice, soft but persistent, telling you that your story was not meant to be ordinary. My child, that voice was real, and now it is becoming louder. There is a reason your life did not follow the path you expected. There is a reason things did not come easily, why certain doors remained closed no matter how hard you tried. It was not punishment, it was not rejection, it was preparation. Because what is ahead of you requires a version of you that is stronger, wiser, and more aware than the person you used to be. Right now, something is beginning to unlock within you. Not outside, within. A shift in how you see yourself. A shift in how you understand your journey. A shift in how you respond to what life places in front of you. This is where transformation truly begins, not when everything changes around you, but when something changes inside you. My child, there were moments when you felt alone, even when surrounded by people. Moments when you questioned whether anyone truly understood you. You carried thoughts and emotions that you could not fully express, fears that you kept hidden, hopes that you were almost afraid to believe in again. But you were never alone, not once. Every step you took, even the ones that felt uncertain, was seen. Every time you chose to keep going when it would have been easier to give up, it mattered more than you realize. Strength is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet persistence. Sometimes it is simply refusing to stop, even when everything feels unclear. And that is what brought you here. My child, you are now standing at a point where awareness becomes power, where the things you once questioned begin to reveal their meaning, where patterns you did not understand start to make sense. You are beginning to see not just what happened in your life, but why it happened.
This is where everything begins to connect. The delays that frustrated you were creating space. The losses that hurt you were redirecting you. The silence that confused you was teaching you to listen deeper. Nothing was random, nothing was wasted. And now, because you stayed, because you endured, because you did not completely shut down even when it was hard, you are ready to receive what comes next. My child, listen carefully. There is something important you must understand at this moment. The change you have been waiting for does not arrive all at once like a sudden explosion. It begins quietly, subtly, like a shift in the atmosphere that you can feel before you can see. That is what is happening right now. You may notice it as a sense of calm replacing anxiety, a clarity replacing confusion, a quiet confidence replacing doubt. These are not small things. These are signs. Signs that you are moving into alignment with what was always meant for you. My child, you do not need to chase everything anymore. You do not need to force every situation to work. As you begin to align, the right things begin to come toward you, not instantly, not magically, but naturally. Opportunities begin to appear, connections begin to make sense, paths begin to open in ways that feel right. This is not luck, this is alignment, and you are stepping into it. There is still a part of you that is hesitant, I know, a part of you that wonders, what if nothing changes? That fear is understandable. You have experienced disappointment before. You have hoped before. You have trusted before. But this time is different, not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you are no longer the same person who went through those past moments. You are stronger now, more aware, more grounded, and that changes everything about how your future unfolds. My child, something is rising within you, a quiet strength, a steady confidence, a sense that you are ready, even if you don't feel completely certain yet. And that is enough. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to see the entire path. You only need to stay present, to remain open, and to continue forward one step at a time. Because what is coming next does not require perfection, it requires readiness, and you are becoming ready. Right now, as you continue reading, there is a shift taking place in your awareness. You are beginning to understand that your life is not something that just happens to you. It is something that unfolds through you, through your choices, through your mindset, through your willingness to grow. This is the moment where you stop seeing yourself as stuck and start seeing yourself as in transition, not lost, but in process, not delayed, but being positioned. My child, stay with this feeling. Do not rush away from it, because what is unfolding is not just a message, it is a realization that you are not at the end of something. You are at the beginning of something new, and what comes next will make everything clearer. Just stay with me a little longer.
My child, stay with me now, because this is the moment where everything you have been feeling begins to come together. Do not rush past this, because what you are experiencing right now is not something that happens every day. At this very point in your journey, Jesus Christ is not speaking to you from a distance. He is close, closer than you have ever realized, and His presence is bringing clarity into places where confusion once lived. And beside you, Archangel Michael remains steady, a reminder that you are protected, that you are not facing what comes next alone. You have come through more than most people know. There were seasons where you questioned everything, where you wondered if your efforts would ever lead somewhere meaningful. There were nights when your thoughts were heavy, when your heart carried things you could not explain to anyone else. And yet, you are still here, still moving, still searching, still open enough to receive this moment. That matters more than you realize, because what is happening now is not about forcing something into your life. It is about recognizing what has already been forming within you. You are not waiting for your life to begin. You are stepping into it, slowly, clearly, and with a deeper understanding than before. My child, this is where your perspective shifts. You begin to see that your past was not holding you back, it was building you. The struggles that once felt like obstacles were actually shaping your awareness. The delays that frustrated you were creating timing. The moments that felt empty were creating space for something real to enter. And now, that space is no longer empty. It is being filled with clarity, with direction, with a quiet but steady sense that you are moving forward into something that finally aligns with who you are. You may not have all the answers yet. That is okay. You may still have questions, still have moments where you hesitate. That is normal. Growth does not remove uncertainty completely. It teaches you how to move even when you are uncertain. And that is what you are learning now. To move with awareness, to trust your steps even when the full path is not visible, to recognize that you are not starting over, you are continuing, but from a stronger place. My child, there is something powerful about this moment, not because everything changes instantly, but because you are changing. And when you change, the way you experience everything around you begins to change as well. You start noticing opportunities where you once saw limitations. You start feeling peace where there was once tension. You start trusting yourself in ways you didn't before. This is how transformation works. Not loudly, not suddenly, but deeply. And right now, it is happening within you. Take a moment and feel that. The calm that is slowly replacing restlessness, the clarity that is beginning to replace confusion, the quiet strength that is rising where doubt once lived. That is real, and it is yours. My child, you do not need to prove anything to anyone anymore. You do not need to rush to catch up. You are not behind in your life. You are exactly where you need to be for what is unfolding next. Let that settle in your heart. Because from this point forward, your journey is not about forcing outcomes. It is about moving with alignment, making choices that reflect who you are becoming, not who you used to be. That is where everything begins to shift. The right paths become clearer. The right decisions feel lighter. The right direction becomes easier to follow. Not because life becomes perfect, but because you are no longer moving blindly. You are moving with awareness, and that changes everything. My child, as you move forward from this moment, carry this understanding with you. You are not alone in what you face. You are not unsupported in what you are building. You are not unseen in what you are going through. There is guidance available to you when you choose to be still and listen. There is strength within you when you choose to trust yourself. There is direction forming even when things seem unclear. And most importantly, there is a future ahead of you that is still unfolding. Do not limit it based on what has already happened. Do not assume it will look like your past, because it won't. You are not the same person anymore, and because of that, your future will not be the same either. My child, this is not the end of something. This is the beginning of a new awareness, a new way of seeing your life, a new way of stepping into what comes next. Stay grounded in that. Move forward with that, and trust that what is meant for you will meet you as you continue walking your path. You don't need to rush. You don't need to fear. You only need to keep going. And as you do, you will begin to see everything come together in ways you once could not imagine. This is your moment of understanding. This is your moment of clarity. And this is your beginning.